scholar and they step in every time I step up. Bet your top dollar that is shillings every time I step up. Told you I don't feel no pressure. The country love me, so I'm up and down like pinballs. I put the M in BPM on my come nimble. Show me love, that ain't fickle. I can't get trapped, I protect my tip like a thimble. Get used to me, I'ma be here until I'm wrinkled. I talk a lot, but that don't mean I like to mingle. I ain't for so won't catch me throwing up no symbols. I'm here to stay, I'm here to reign, I don't know drizzles. If I look into your eyes and see the back of your head, me and you can't flex, me and you can't flex. If you can't line up the mix when you're spinning on the deck, me and you can't flex, me and you can't flex. You got hate in your heart and don't talk with your chest, me and you can't flex, me and you can't flex. But your honest positivity is promised and blessed, me and you can flex, me and you. Southwest thing how I grew up, it's a Southwest thing where I make my dough. Skirt on the M4, straight to the Southwest when I go back home. Midlands thing when I link my fam, up north thing for a drink and dance. Man wanna live like me, but stuck at home, kidding lyrically pants. I'm a British boy, young bloody bands, partial to a drink and rant. Fools got me feeling hot, but I stay cool cause I got fans. Keep it cool, keep it calm, please don't be a con. Everyone gets a chance, don't mean we won't kick your ass. If I look into your eyes and see the back of your head, me and you can't flex, me and you can't flex. If you can't line up the mix when you're spinning on the deck, me and you can't flex, me and you can't flex. You got hate in your heart and don't talk with your chest, me and you can't flex, me and you can't flex. But your honest positivity is promised and blessed. Ready for them? Careful for the snake in grass, give you ears and go and grass. Please don't go throwing stones in a house of glass. Trapped in colour, trapped in class, we don't know who we are. Got your feelings subpar, I'ma show you what you are, just watch. Heard me on the climb, you gon' see me at the top. Got my fingers in some pies and I come to eat the lot. See the swag in my step, see the swag in my bop. See how I smile for the cam, non-believers getting cropped. Whether crop, drop or shot, man them's out here for the guap. If your squad got you lost, then go find a new squad. I got a few day ones, I got a few new ones. I put moles at the top, falsities can't hit me off. Heard you went and tip them off, now my loyalty is lost. If you lied to me, then how will I know when they stop? Hear the olders when they speak, I must take a leave, car history repeats and they came before me. If I look into your eyes and see the back of your head, me and you can't flex, me and you can't flex. If you can't line up the mix when you're spinning on the deck, me and you can't flex, me and you can't flex. You got hate in your heart and don't talk with your chest, me and you can't flex, me and you can't flex. But your honest positivity is promised and blessed, me and you can flex, me and you.
Afternoon people, hope everyone's good. Now Jupiter's put a video out today, quite a short video or whatever. Now I will put a link, I'm not like Jupiter or whatever. I'll quite happily put a link to Jupiter's silly little video today. Make up your own minds. I mean, for those that didn't watch what happened last night, I would watch that. I'm not even going to tag anyone or whatever. I'm going to put a link to Jupiter's video. I'll put a link to what happened last night on Easy's channel. Go and check it out. Now, a little bit of background for those that are not aware or whatever. I put a video out yesterday. I'd not done one for about 3 weeks, so I thought I'll put this out or whatever. Now, it's one of them, once you've heard this fucking frog boiling, piss drinking cunt, this fucking troll cunt, which is a magnet for hope not hate, once you've heard her going on and on and on for like 3 weeks solid, my name's been mentioned here, there and everywhere about 30,000 times or some bullshit. Now, on top of that, it's all wonky kids, fucking autism, fucking wonky kids, spastics, fucking, you name it. that's been said, not just about my children, about other people's children. This is just a vile piece of shit. The scummy cunt that sings dig up your kids to mothers of murdered children, yeah? The same scumbag that sits with Hope Not Hate Wendy, which even Danny Roscoe agreed with, that, well, he actually stated it rather than agreed with it. He actually stated it, along with Jupiter, that no ifs, no buts, Wendy Woo is Hope Not Hate. Now, that wasn't that long ago. Wendy was sat with Hope Not Hate for about 10 months, something like that, and she was an active participant, brave enough off the back of Mandy Mosley's words and fucking Danny Jones and all these other wankers or whatever, to come out loudly and proudly and state that Tommy Robinson's good friend, was a paedophile, a nonce. Danny Roscoe was a woman beater and a terrorist. Now, you would think, fucking hell, that doesn't sound too good, does it? But when you know Wendy's position, realistically, she cannot stand Tommy Robinson or whatever, and neither can any of the rats that she sat with as an active participant for all that time. You think, all right, yeah, that's whatever. But when the when the music starts and the musical chairs begins or whatever, and they end up sat back with each other, it's a little bit weird, isn't it? It's a little bit weird. Now, the video, oh no, I forgot a little gem, hadn't I? Now, when Wendy Woo and Jupiter are sat together and they are literally mocking the victim of a grooming gang while doing the, oh, Tommy Top, nah, it doesn't wash. You're either okay with the grooming gang situation and you don't give a fuck about the victims, or you're quite angry about the grooming situation and you would support and defend the victims of a grooming gang. The two things don't really, you know what I mean? They don't really coincide, do they? There's kind of no grey area. But apparently not. They can do that, and you can hand out passes on a Tommy demo, which to me it's a bit mad, isn't it? Now, the video that Jupiter's put out today, after coming on last night, she says that she didn't see my earlier video. I don't believe that in any way, shape or form. Now, today she's making out that she's never seen that, this, that and the other, and the deal that she tried to do last night, as far as I know, Easy said, yeah, alright, let's just knock things on the head. I can't be arsed with it, whatever. It's one of them, innit, who wants to sit there and keep being told all the time off the people coming and going on the chat and whatever, oh, Jupiter's saying this about your kids, Jupiter's doing that, Jupiter's doing this. Every day, yeah? Jupiter has not took a day off attacking people's children. That's fact. That's not up for discussion, that is fact. Now, when that's happening, I can understand his point of view, you know what I mean? Just thinks, fuck it, I'd rather not have this shit go on, and if Jupiter wants to make a deal and stop talking shit about his fucking children or whatever, do you know what I mean? Fair enough. Now, me personally, I would have told her to fuck right off. Personally, that's me. But like I say, I understand Easy just wanting a fucking day off the bullshit or whatever. Now, Jupiter's done a video today. Oh, I'm being bullied. It is mad. Now, she was shouting the odds last night. I won't say shouting, she was trying to do the, oh, I'm here to fucking, I'm here to be nice today or whatever, proper act or whatever, and everyone's seen it in the chat, everyone was onto it. But again, I understand Easy's point of view. So, while she's doing that, while she's trying to play fucking the nice person or whatever, the nice personality, one of her 18 other personalities, she's like literally laying down threats about her fucking tribe of fucking children are fully grown men, you know what I mean? Oh, they're not happy about this, that and the other, and they'll probably be coming to look for you. I've got your address, blah fucking blah. Usual shit from this usual shit talking cunt. Not being funny, but it wasn't that long ago she was bringing all of her tribe to all kinds of people or whatever. Ghost exposed a lot of it at the time. Maybe Ghost though, Ria, certain things maybe. So it's just the same shit, usual fucking shit from Jupiter, same shit, different day. Now, when you've been issuing threats, it weren't just Easy that was getting threatened or whatever. She had addresses and people are going to come, blah, blah, blah. So, when you're there issuing threats with your own family members, it's mad, isn't it? Who drags their family members into YouTube beef? Is that pathetic for a 60-odd-year-old woman or whatever? I think so. Is it got something to do with a YouTube psychosis, addiction to YouTube? Probably. Do you know what I mean? Now, I did say to her last night, do you not think your fucking children or whatever would be absolutely ashamed of their mother? The way that she goes on, the way that she talks about fucking children with disabilities and mocking victims and singing songs about fucking digging up kids. All this vile shit. Do you know what I mean? If that was anybody normal's mother, you would be absolutely mortified and ashamed. I don't think you would get in a vehicle and come doing fucking doorstep challenges or whatever for your skanky old mother, which realistically should not be allowed on the internet. Now, apparently, Ginger Toni, she's ran straight away from that to ringing Ginger Toni, crying about, oh, I'm getting bullied. And apparently Ginger Toni's not happy. And what did she say now? She's been allowed to quote. I'm not gonna misquote her. I'm gonna put the link. Check it out for yourself. Now, apparently, Ginger Toni's gonna make an appearance on Jupiter's Dead fucking channel. That's only known for shit stirring, causing problems, causing divide, adding more fucking weight to the clown world situation. Just pure shit, absolute pure shit. Now, why Ginger Toni will be jumping on there, I have no idea. Maybe when Ginger Toni jumps on, you could ask her, seeing as you've doubted me, Jupiter, that Ginger Toni, when she was giving the footage over, when Ginger Toni and Kyle went to the pub to confront Mandy Mosley, who I'd exposed. Yeah, Jupiter didn't do that. Wendy certainly didn't do that. Ginger Toni didn't do that. Nobody from Team Tommy seemed to fucking want to deal with the problem or whatever. Now, I flat packed that problem. Everyone's seen that happen. I've been thanked off Kyle. I'm happy at that, do you know what I mean? But apparently, Ginger Toni's going to jump on there and she's going to, when did she say? I think it was not this Sunday coming, but next Sunday, yeah? So, apparently she's going to jump on there and she's going to have a lot to say or whatever. Now, I don't actually understand why Jupiter thinks I would honestly give two fucks either way, if I'm honest. How is that going to make or break my day realistically? What Ginger Toni has to say, one way or the other. Now, it's one of them, innit? If a door is opened, generally, 9 times out of 10, I'll probably walk through the door. It is that simple. Now, once the door's been opened and I've walked through it, well, it's one of them, innit? I might have some stuff to say. I might have a response to what was said. Now, there is a few things I can pull out to confirm or whatever, certain things. But we'll cross that road when we come to it, it's not a problem. We'll cross that road when we come to it, that is not an issue. So yeah, we'll see what happens on, not this Sunday, next Sunday. Now, when Toni jumps on Jupiter's panel or whatever, Jupiter could ask her the question, seeing if she was doubting me or whatever. When that happened at the pub and it was confronted, Ginger Toni said on Wendy's panel, well, not panel, my mistake, on Wendy's channel, on comments, and I've got screenshots, so that the footage had been had or whatever, the confrontation of Mandy Mosley at her local pub, which was fucking hilarious. Now, Wendy was saying, oh, well, you know, jump on Ginger Toni and we can play it and we can discuss it or whatever. Now, Ginger Toni said, I'd rather play it on Dens, and she was asking me if I wanted to go live and play this footage. Now, it's one of them, innit? As far as I'm concerned, I already did my bit by exposing all them wankers and getting them to throw each other under the bus. I don't need to go any further than that. I'm not a glory hunting little fucking beg that needs views, this, that and the other. And I told her, you know, I haven't done lives for ages or whatever. Seeing as it started on Jupiter's and all the shit steering and the bucket of shit analysis for months and months and months it went on with that situation with Clown World and whatever. It mainly happened on Jupiter's and Wendy's, mainly Jupiter's, so it would only be right, realistically, to play the footage on Jupiter's, because realistically, that little puddle of shit, the people that are around that puddle of shit, are the only ones, fortunately, realistically, that got to see all the shit that was going on. And yeah, you can only say it as a good thing that it was only a shit little dead channel and it didn't really go very far because it was a shit little dead channel. So it's only right, realistically, to then go, right, okay, you've heard all the bullshit, you've seen the narratives and bullshit that fucking Jupiter and Wendy have added on, making people into nonsense and shit from around Team Tommy. It's only right that the evidence where Mandy Mosley gets confronted happens on that channel, so the shit people around that channel get to see the end result, if you like. So I think it was the day after Jupiter was doing the big I am, blah, fucking blah, making a big song and dance about it, put out the evidence. Ginger Toni jumped on. Moon. Was Moon on there? I can't remember if it's the same day or if it was the following day that certain things was put out, voice messages, blah blah blah, whatever. I can't remember off the top of my head. It may well have been two separate occasions, but either way, regardless, the footage was put forward. Kyle came on with Ginger Toni and thanked myself for flat packing the bullshit, basically, and getting Mandy Mosley to admit certain things, which shown all of them up, shown it was a shit campaign from day one. Now, I had met Kyle several times prior to all this or whatever, so it was nice to get a thanks for whatever for doing that. I appreciated that or whatever. Don't think I got one off anybody else, but it weren't necessary, do you know what I mean? I would have done it without a thanks. For me, it is what it is. For me, when people are running about making pure bullshit accusations for something I was part of previously, I think at that point it was about 18 months, maybe 2 years after I'd left the movement or whatever. But it's one of them, innit? You don't want to have people running about going, oh look, you was a part of this for X amount of time and that, don't you look shit. Now when I seen it was full of shit, it was just pure lies and bullshit, it was very easy to pick apart the lies and the bullshit and trip people up. And I quite enjoyed getting people to chuck each other under the bus to save their own ass. Danny Jones was very quick, very prompt to boot Mandy under the bus, to boot Simon Lord under the bus. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Right, I'm going to have to dive out the car a sec. If I've lost trail of where I was or whatever when I get back, it is what it is. Right, where were we? Yeah, so off the back of all that unfolded or whatever, Jupiter now thought, oh, I'm the big I am. I've had Ginger Toni come forward and give the footage to me, and I've put it out, and she made out she was the big I am of Team Tommy, making herself fucking just things that she's not or whatever. Now, it's one of them, innit? For that to unfold the way it did, and then for Jupiter to make out that she's things that she is not, that led then to her personal gripe with Dave and Crystal. Now, another live unfolded, which I've got the live for. Guess I'll put it out this weekend. Give Ginger Toni a week or so to just be clued up to the situation realistically. I know full well Jupiter's not told her. She's very good at that. She'll tell you like the bits she wants to know. Like, you know, she'll make out like I'm bullying women, blah blah blah. She won't tell Ginger Toni, oh yeah, I've been ripping into their fucking family members, calling the fucking kids all sorts of wonky cunt, spastic, fucking whatever, for weeks and months on end to provoke a situation for views, for drama, for content, for her shit little dead channel. I know for a fact she wouldn't have said that. So obviously she's also not going to have told Ginger Toni, oh yeah, I've used the big I am to threaten and intimidate Dave, who does turn up to demos, does put footage out, does support Tommy fully. You only have to have a look through Dave's channel. It's a thriving channel. I think it's got over 130,000 people on there or whatever. Gets the message out there, regular lives, keeps it clean as fuck, no bullshit, no nastiness, no fucking shit. Exactly what you would want as somebody representing Team Tommy and putting a nice clean message out there or whatever, trying to build unity, blah blah blah. Yeah, so I know for a fact Jupiter's not told Ginger Toni that, oh yeah, I actually fucking used the big I am as if she's a fucking representative of Team Tommy to threaten Dave, to threaten and intimidate Crystal. Oh, I've got the report, I've got the police report, which was done in her house, and that wonky cunt Hector has been told to record it. It's been recorded and then it's been used as a blackmail tactic. Oh well, you know, if you don't do this and if you don't do that, we're gonna put your missus's fucking details out there or whatever. And it was a bit of a stupid thing really. She's tried to use the intimidation tactics but then chucked the name around anyway. So once you've done that, realistically, you fucked yourself up anyway, because you've no longer got a bargaining tool, have you? You've got nothing to blackmail people with. Once it's been put out, there's no retrieving it. Do you know what I mean? There's no deleting it. The internet remembers everything, and obviously the trolls are always around a situation and will use these things to troll the people that have been named, etc. Come on, you fucking knob. Yeah, so I guess it is what it is. Ginger Tony will have opportunity to see these things, because I'm going to put them out this weekend. Now, Jupiter can try and talk away out of that or whatever. Does it look good, realistically, for Jupiter to be anything to do with Team Tommy? I don't think so. I certainly would not be giving her a high visibility vest and a role of anything. I wouldn't even have a guard in the box. Do you know what I mean? It's not a good look in any way, shape or form. Now, if you're not aware of these things or whatever, which they may well not be, do you know what I mean? I don't run around crying to Tony, oh, Jupiter's doing this. I don't do that. It's sad and pathetic. I wouldn't lower myself to that. So may well, you know, you have to make allowances for people may well not know. If you don't know, then you don't fucking know, I suppose. So I'm going to put all these things out regardless. People can make their own minds up. A lot of people are already aware of it, so yeah, it is what it is. Now, like I've said from day one, allowing this shit to go on and on and on, it doesn't make, you know what I mean, it doesn't make anybody in Team Tommy or Tommy himself, it doesn't make them look good, does it? It doesn't even make the supporters of Team Tommy look good. I've said this for a long time, and I actually got Wendy and Jupiter at the time, months ago, before certain things unfolded and whatever, to admit that, yeah, there was nothing to do with Team Tommy, blah blah blah, and then obviously she's found herself in a viz vest and things changed somewhat. So yeah, I've said to people or whatever, people like Ghost, people like Veli or whatever, it's a bit disingenuous. I mean, they won't see it like that, but I've told them straight as it was. It would be disingenuous to use Jupiter or Wendy, both racist, vile fucking cunts that do nothing but attack people's family members. They've attacked each other's family members. That's what makes it even more fucked up. Wendy and Jupiter have done the most damage to each other. That's fact. Everyone's aware of that. Now, it just doesn't look good, realistically, to go down that road or whatever and go, yeah, you know, we'll give you a fucking viz vest, we'll give you a roll, and you can fucking put a big dirty fucking skid mark all over the movement, because people are gonna link fucking one thing to another and use them as a benchmark for the rest of fucking the supporters or whatever. Then you've got Babs, who likes to stick a nose in. She's jumped from one to another, back to the other, back to the other. Just pure bullshit. She doesn't help. She doesn't make things better. Calling people's children slags and stuff like that. It's just madness. Now, when all these things have happened and are well known and quite well documented here, there and everywhere, there isn't really, as far as I'm concerned, an argument or a point in Ginger Tony coming on Jupiter's panel to just literally make things worse. Like I've said, if a door is opened, I will walk through it, I will address what has been said, I will respond in the right manner, and I will separate facts from fiction. Simple as that. If something's said to make me look like I'm a liar, then I will obviously put forward the evidence to prove what I'm saying to be correct. Now apparently I wasn't given a green light. That's weird. That's a bit weird, because I've got the evidence that suggests that I have been. But as I say, we'll cross that bridge. We'll cross that fucking bridge when we come to it, or whatever. It's not a problem. Now, it doesn't help things realistically that after all that was exposed with Clown World, and then all that shit was exposed with Mandy Mosley and whatever, and Wendy's admitted, okay, you know, I said things that I shouldn't have. I called Danny Tomo a nonce. I called Danny and a paedophile. He called Danny Roscoe a woman beater and a terrorist. I shouldn't have said and done all them things. I was never shown any evidence from Mandy. I just believed the words out of her mouth. It doesn't look good, realistically, that she's done that, said that, admitted that, and then only a few weeks ago, because she was annoyed with me or whatever, she's fucking going on with herself that Danny Tomo is a nonce and a paedophile again, even though she knows the person that Danny slept with was 26 years old. So how would that make him a nonce, Wendy? Don't make sense, does it, realistically? It sounds a lot like the real truth, the real fucking Wendy slipped out a little bit. Now, I did ask Jupiter, because she was sat on a panel with her, with myself. I said, well, you know, you've just heard Wendy say that. Bear in mind, we already know that it's not true. It's not factually correct. Yes, it's in bad taste, but it doesn't make Danny Tomo a paedophile. And it's quite dangerous. What's your thoughts on that, Jupiter? Now, Jupiter begrudgingly went, obviously I don't agree with that or whatever. And Wendy sat there fuming, thinking, bastard, now what do I do or whatever. She didn't retract it. She didn't say anything different. She didn't try and smooth it out or anything. She just left it hanging in the air. So, yeah, we can go over all this shit. It's not a problem. Like I say, we'll see what comes. Not this Sunday, next Sunday. I will drop what's relevant in between now and then. And it's one of them, innit? Ignorance is no defence. So once you stick your nose in to something and you want to have something to say, then you kind of need to absorb the facts, the evidence, absorb what's gone on, what's been said, etc. And just know, you know the facts from the fiction, and come armed with the knowledge of knowing all these things or whatever before you put your foot in it and say something daft that you might regret or whatever. Now, that's it, realistically. I don't think there's anything else that I really need to add to that. I don't think... Well, I'll tell you this. You could get Tommy Robinson himself onto Jupiter's panel and I will still state what I've stated because it is factually correct. Yeah? So, getting Ginger Tony on there, realistically, that I can guarantee is not aware of the facts and the evidence. It's just going to make a bigger situation that's already shit even shitter. Now, that's fact. Right, now I'm going to cut it off there. Obviously, Friday, family time, blah blah blah. So that's all I can say really. I'll put the relevant things up. I'll quite happily address and respond to anything that's put forward in the near future, and we'll go from there, I guess. That's about all I can do realistically. I think that's fair, etc. So yeah, hope everyone's good, hope everyone's well. Enjoy the weekend, look after each other and stay safe. I will put the relevant links on the, I think there's 2 or 3 links I'll put on there or whatever. I'll put them in the description and I'll put them on the comment section as well, because I don't know why sometimes people seem to struggle getting it from the description, which I don't really get. I'm shit with technology, but yeah, it is what it is. I'll put it on both so people can access it quite easily, and we'll go from there. Right, enjoy, look after each other, stay safe.